Hello everybody, it's DJ here with another Monday Motivation. I hope your week has started out great. Well, the 2024 Olympics are officially in the history books. You know, some of the great stories are always made at the Olympics. Stories of bravery, resilience, and even perseverance. And today I want to talk about one story that was my favorite of the 2024 Olympics. It's the story of Megan Keith, an inspiring runner who competed in the 2024 Olympics as a runner. She demonstrated a different kind of endurance, not just about crossing the finish line first, but about finishing strong no matter the circumstances. You see, Megan Keith ran for Team Great Britain. She had trained for years, dreaming of standing on that Olympic podium. But when race day finally came, things didn't go as planned. See, early in the race, Megan suffered from an ankle injury that slowed her down significantly. And it was pretty clear she wasn't going to win. And as the race progressed, she fell further and further behind all the other runners. In fact, she got lapped by the other runners. But despite the physical pain she was feeling and the emotions from the realization that her Olympic dream wouldn't end the way she had hoped, Megan didn't quit. In fact, she kept going, determined to finish the race. Even though she came in last, her perseverance and determination were nonetheless inspiring. She didn't let the injury or the disappointment define her. Instead, she focused on finishing what she started. While she didn't win a medal, she did win the hearts of everyone in that Paris stadium who cheered her on to the finish line, giving her even a standing ovation for her valiant effort. Now, to me, Megan's story is a powerful reminder of the message found in Hebrews 12, verses 1 and 2. And it says there, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely. Let us run with endurance the race that is before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God." Now this passage follows that familiar passage that we know in Hebrews 11 that tells of the terrific examples of ordinary people, just like you and me, who had extraordinary faith. This passage in Hebrews 12 isn't about winning, it's about enduring. It's about staying the course even when things get tough. And it's about keeping our eyes on what truly matters. So, how can we develop this kind of endurance in our own lives? Well, let's look at some practical steps. I think step one is to keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Now, when we think about Megan Keith, despite the injury, Megan knew that finishing the race was more important than the immediate disappointment of not winning. For us, that means focusing on the bigger picture in our lives, our long-term goals, our values, and even our faith. But you may be sitting there saying, "Oh, how do I do this?" Well, I think you have to remember your why. And now you may be asking, what do I mean by that? Well, when things get tough, remind yourself why you started. What's the ultimate goal? Why is that goal important to you? And then focus on faith. As Hebrews 12:2 says, fixing our eyes on Jesus helps us stay grounded in our faith and focused on what really matters. Next, we need to embrace the pain and keep moving forward. You see, Megan didn't let the pain of her injury stop her from finishing the race. She embraced the challenge and kept moving forward. In our lives, we also face pain, whether it's physical, emotional, or even spiritual. But enduring through that pain is where growth actually happens. We can learn to do this in our lives by first taking life one step at a time. Just focus on taking the next step. Even a small progress is still progress. Then you can see challenges as growth opportunities. Instead of fearing pain, see it as an opportunity to grow stronger and build resilience. James 1:2-3 reminds us to consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Next, you have to lean on your support system. Even though Megan was running a race on her own, she had the support of her coaches, her teammates, and the fans cheering her on. We all need a support system to encourage us when we're struggling. We reach out for support. Don't be afraid to lean on friends or family or your faith community when you're going through some tough times. Then you'll be open to encouragement. The reality is that sometimes we need to let others lift us up when we can't do it ourselves. This is found in 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11, where Paul writes, "Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing." Next, we have to finish strong. No matter what, Megan's determination was to finish the race. Despite coming in last, that's a testament to her character. It's easy to keep going when things are going great, but true endurance is shown when we finish strong, even when the outcome isn't exactly what we hope for. The way we develop this is to be determined not to quit. No matter how tough things get, commit to finishing what you start. It's not always about winning. Sometimes it's simply about finishing well. Finishing strong means staying true to who you are and what you believe, even when it's difficult. Paul tells Timothy in 2 Timothy 4 and verse 7 that I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. But finally, let's remember that God has a plan for each of us. Megan may not have finished her race the way she actually had hoped, but she finished it nonetheless. And that in itself was a victory. We may face unexpected challenges in our lives, but we can trust that God is with us every step of the way. To develop this, start by praying for guidance. When you're unsure of what to do next, ask God to guide your steps. Then, trust God's timing. Remember that God's plan for you is perfect, even if it doesn't match our own expectations. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who have hoped in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." So those are some practical steps. And by focusing on these steps, we can develop the kind of endurance that helps us finish strong, no matter what the challenges that come our way, whether you're facing a difficult season in life, working towards a goal, or simply trying to keep going. Remember that endurance isn't always about winning, it's about finishing well. So this week, let's commit to running our race with endurance. Keep your eyes on a bigger picture, embrace the challenges, lean on your support system, finish strong, and trust in God's plan for your life. We can do that, can't we? I know we can, and I expect to see you at the finish line. Hey, remember God loves you, and I do too. Bye.